Hey guys, I haven't uploaded a video in a while, so I've decided I'm going to express my thoughts with you guys on this. It's 7:40 a.m. because I'm still used into the school time. So yeah, but pretty much what I wanted to say was talking about love here, and you guys might just look at me and say, "Oh, she's 14. She doesn't know what she's talking about." That's true. But I feel a lot of love sometimes, and sometimes at my age, you are very emotional with things. But yeah. So I'm gonna change the names in this story to Billy. The guy's name is Billy. So I changed his name because I don't know if he wants people knowing about us, and I really don't care. It's not that big of a deal. It's not an official thing yet. I don't know. But anyways, so I've had a crush on him since the first day I came to Lewis, and that was 2 years. I've had a crush on him for 2 years, and I've been friend zoned for 2 years. But he knew that I liked him, and I don't know. It was like in the past couple of weeks he started liking me too. But he's not big on showing his emotions, so I didn't know. But if you guys don't know what the nervous game is, it's like when you like put your hand on someone and then you go closer to them or something, whatever, you make them nervous. But yeah, we don't go that far playing the nervous game. We just joke around. And in the beginning of the year, I was really self-conscious because I thought I was a really fat girl. And I would get really nervous and I'd say, no, no, no. Like, after they had their hand on my knee, I was like, no, 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 no. Yeah. So, anyways, so Billy, he, I was like, I like you. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah. And then I put my hand on his knee and I'm like, are you nervous? And he doesn't say anything but just looks at me. And then I slide my knee up a little bit. I mean, my hand up from his knee a little bit. I'm like, are you nervous? He doesn't say anything. And then I slide it up a little bit more to where his mid thigh. And I was like, are you nervous? And then he doesn't say anything. So then I go like more into his side. And I end up putting my hand on his junk. And I'm like, okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. You know. Anyways, so and then he did the same thing to me, but like once he like touched my thing, like it's all clothes, like we have clothes on, and he's like, damn, you're getting good. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's what happens when you lose a little bit of weight. Anyways, so he we were underneath the desk and I tried holding his hand because like he said that he would leave it as a mystery if he liked me or not, and he said I would know if he liked me, and he didn't know I was trying to hold his hand, so he kind of like slid it away. So I just put my hand on his mid thigh. It's just like, okay, this hand is his thigh. I was like that, caressing it, but I was a lot slower about it. But that night we were texting, and I was like, I tried holding your hand today, so I don't think you like me. And he's like, wait, you did? When? I was like, in the middle of sixth period. And he's like, I didn't know, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, so you do want me to hold your hand? And he's like, no, I never said that. I'm like, then what is it? He's like, it's a mystery. I'm like, fuck you. He's like, fine then. I'm like, I'm sorry. So then the next day I kept asking him over and over at our 8th grade graduation. And he said, you'll know if I like you. I'm like, I don't know. And at the ending of the day, I was like, you know what? I think that you like me because you put up with my bullshit, my annoying bullshit all fucking day long. And you know, if you didn't like me, you wouldn't do that. And he's like, okay, that's interesting. So that's what makes you think that you like me. And I'm like, oh, there's more. There's more. And like you didn't move when I got up all in your face because I told him I was like, if you don't answer my question, I'll have to get closer to you each time I ask it. So I ended up like pressing our bodies against, not that hard, but it's like, yeah, like, and we were like this close together, face to face. Well, no, like even closer, like that's how close we were. Like we could have kissed. That's how close we were. And everyone thought we were gonna kiss, and we're like, no. Oh my. Oh shoot. Great. Oh, my grandma just texted me. Put the trash on the street. Okay. Anyways, so then we decided that we didn't want to hang out at the 8th grade graduation anymore, so we went to our 6th period class because we loved that class. And all we were doing is just googling up random crap, you know, because there were just the music was already putting away, the bouncy house was deflating, nothing to do. So we just went to our 6th period class, seeing it wasn't that far out of the way. And Ethan and I sat next to each other, and I put my hand on his mid thigh, and like like my index finger starts playing with his pinky, and he thought I was making a pinky promise to him or something, and he starts playing back. I'm like, oh my god! And he's like, oh, that's not your pinky, is it? I'm like, no, that's my index finger. And he's like, oh, I thought we were making a pinky promise. I'm like, no. So we went back, and like our hands slid together like in the most romantic, perfect way, and just like held hands. And his hands are like thicker than mine, bigger than mine, and I love that shit. Love it. And like when people came around, because I don't know, he didn't want us being official yet, you know, because he doesn't like sharing who he's dating out to the world, and that's what I really like, because I think relationships are between two people, no more. But yeah. So when someone came around, he like slid like moderately fast. He's like that, and then he puts his hand on my knee, slides it up a bit, and then takes it off, like as as if he really does care. And like while we were holding hands, he was caressing my hand. Like, guys, if you ever fucking do that for me, I'm going to fall head over heels for you. I'm going to want you in like every single way. Okay? It's like the littlest things that you do like that. And let me like bring up a few messages for you between me and him. Okay. So it's like 3 a.m. because I fell asleep. And I woke back up, and oh baby, you should come over, cuddle me to sleep. Oh wait, no, wait. I would say, I know, I said, oh wow, lol, I fell asleep. Then my brother comes in and slams my laptop to the ground. He said, why'd he do that? And I said, I don't know, he's an asshole. He didn't break it, thank God. And he's like, fuck man, close. And I'm like, I know, right? I would have killed him. And he's like, I would have to. I'm like, oh, you want to kill my brother? And he said, if you broke your laptop. I'm like, oh, baby, you should come over and tell me. And he's like, I would, but one, I don't know where you live. And two, I don't have a way of getting there other than walking. I'm like, fuck it, time travel. And he said that wouldn't move me anywhere, only in time. I would be right here, just in a different place. I'm like, dot 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 teleportation. And he's like, that's my girl. I'm like, oh, I'm your girl now. And then he says, duh. And I'm like, haha, you never asked me if I was your girl. And he's like, hey, Kinsey. I'm like, hey, Ethan. Yeah. And it got into a different subject about, because he bought me an icy, and I was like, he's like, I owe him, or I said that I owe him, and he was being an asshole about it. So yeah. And like another like really sweet thing is like I have summer school this summer because I was doing the wrong thing and I wasn't doing the right thing, and I let my math grades drop, and by the time I wanted to get them up, I couldn't get them up. I could not. So I have summer school this summer for 3 weeks, and he said that after summer school, like after schooling, every day, that he will come up and hang out with his friends up there. I was like, oh, but he only said that to me. I was like, oh, so you want to hang out with Rolando? And he was like, no. No. He said, duh. You know I love Rolando. And he doesn't really like Rolando. But yeah. But oh my god! So now it's like 7:51. I'm waiting on him to text me. Yeah. I'm like freaking out, you guys, because I don't know. This guy gives me butterflies that I used to not have. Like, I don't know. When I'm around him, like, I told him this one text. I can remember it quote on quote because I said because he wanted a picture of me, and I sent him one with a bathing suit on, a cover up, and I had my arms around my stomach, and he said, what are you wearing? I'm like, my bathing suit, don't mind my awkwardness. I'm just like really self-conscious in most of my pictures. He's like, why are you self-conscious? And I'm like, because I'm a fat girl. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, whatever. And then I was like, it's hard to be self-conscious. And he's like, just don't be. And I'm like, well, it's hard when you look at me and my heart beats a mile a minute. When you freaking touch me, when you talk to me, my stomach turns in knots, and then when you hold my hand or like anything, my fucking heart twirls around. I like that shit. I ended it with, I like that shit. And I'm really awkward when I do these things. And he's like, well, I love how you finished that really sweet sentence with, I like that shit. I'm like, I know. Oh my god. So, yeah. To be continued, maybe. I hope this one works out because I really love him. I think I do love him. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Peace.